for a listening mission. But on many occasions it has ended up being a speaking rather than listening mission. And it has a reason because in all those 9 places where I've been, many questions have been asked. And therefore part of my speech today will be answering the questions that I was asked to preempt the many questions that you might want to ask. Because I believe that the same questions from Kenyans from various places and various cities amount to the same issues that you'd like us to discuss and probably discuss today. But you might ask, who is Peter Kenyan? And I don't think ending up by saying I'm the Assistant Minister for Planning, that is the latest. When I was in Dallas, the first question that arose was how old I was. And I asked the crowd to take a guess. The first guy who wanted to say something looked down and shouted 35. And I said I didn't think I was 35. So the second guy decided to have a go and say 55. And I told them, actually both of you could make the right guess if you just met halfway. And I told them I was 45, so the 35 guy needed to get 10 and the 55 guy needed to reduce by 10 to get the age. And the second question that came towards the end was somebody who simply just didn't want to be seen and spoke in a very soprano voice and said, "Are you married?" And I said, yes, with 2 kids, a son who is 18 and a daughter who is 16. And my accounts were balanced. I grew up in Eastlands, in a place called Bahati. I know most of you know where it is, and that's where I started my primary school. And there's a reason why I'm proud of it. I then went to Starehe Boys Center, where I did my O-levels and A-levels. After that, I did a few banking courses and eventually did a law degree at the University of Nairobi. And I haven't finished studying because the day before yesterday I got my results for my second semester for my master's in law. Gladly I had done well. I've worked in banks. I've been chairman of football for Kenya at the only time probably Kenya made the first attempt to go to the World Cup. I've served in FIFA committees. I've also served as a managing director of Kenyan Insurance Corporation and put up the basis for having it listed. It's now listed in the Nairobi Stock Exchange. Been a director of Industrial Development Bank, director of African Insurance Corporation, and for a long time chairman of ZRI until I relinquished because of the code of ethics in government not so long ago. I got elected in 2002 with 29,000 votes against the number 2 who had 6,000. And I served in the Ministry of Cooperatives. I was the guy who was given that job to take over KCC when it had been snatched away from the farmers to what it is today. And later I served in the Ministry of Finance. And after the last election, I served or I got posted to the current place where I am today. I got re-elected in 2007 again, this time with 58,000 votes, which was double what I had in 2018. And the number 2 still got 6,000.